everybody, welcome again to another video. So this is the continuation of the previous video. We are going to be looking at the top, so I'll just pick 5 schools and then we'll be checking the tuition fees. I know it's going to be a lot to go through all the universities one after the other, so I'm just going to select 5 of them, and those 5 are like the very common university. I might be generous to add some more, but let's go right into it. First off, I'm going to start with my university, Norwegian University of Life Sciences. Let's see how much the tuition fee is, because when I started school, tuition was free. I didn't need to pay tuition fee. I'm going to go right into NMBU's website. Let's see. This is the bachelor's program. The application deadline, it opens October 15th and the deadline for applying is December 1. All programs start in August of the following year. Yeah. So let's see where you can go to see the tuition fees. So the tuition fee is in addition to and separate from the funds for living costs currently. So category A, in some of my updates I've talked about how Norway has categories when you're setting the tuition fees. So some of the courses are in norsk. Once you see the courses in norsk, it is not for you international students because it is not going to be taught in English mostly. Videre utdanning veterinær if you want to do veterinary science. Sorry, this is the tuition fees, 275,000 kroner per year. This is just for 1 year. Architecture and landscape for global sustainability. So the landscape architecture, that one, I think they have it in English because it's written in English. Once it's written in English, then you have a chance. So that is in category B, and the tuition fees is 225,000 a year. So the category C are the rest courses: agriology, animal science, animal breeding and genetics, aquaculture, aquatic food production, Arctic environment forensics, bioinformatics, or advanced statistics. All of this, these are mostly science, and they're in category C, and the tuition fees is 150,000. Then category D, that's where economics comes. So if I was studying in Norway when the tuition fees came, I would have been paying 125,000 a year. This is not including the living expense of 152,000. So in total, 152,000 plus 125,000 is going to be 177,000. Sorry, that's 277,000 I would need to have, and this whole tuition fees is going to be paid to them. I'm not going to get the money back. Then for the bachelor's program that's taught in Norwegian, is in the category E, and it's 85,000. And category F, this is the bachelor's taught in English, and that's international environment and development studies. That's 80,000. So this is how you can pay the tuition fees, and as we said, these people are exempted from paying tuition fees. So if you had lived in Norway or studied in Norway for 3 years, you do not have to pay tuition fees. So you can get more information on NMBU's website. So next, which university do we go to next? So next, let's go to University of Oslo. That is the next popular university. So University of Oslo, let's just click on data science and see. So the current rate for study programs for the academic year 2025. So these are the list of tuition fees. Asia and Middle East Studies, Master's 2 years, 191,000, and next year, this academic year in September, you'll be paying 198,000. So these are the figures that apply. And over here, we can just search. So let's see applied economics. Or let's just see economics. Economics is paying 198,000 for their 2 years masters, and health economics this that. So let's look for another university that we can compare using economics. Everything I do, I would always use economics. So let's see University of Stavanger. Just go to the search for tuition fees. So University of Stavanger does not have economics here, but then the business administration is 165,000 per year, and international business 165,000. Most of the science related courses are 190,000. The health science 190,000, and all of this. And the good thing is that all these courses here are in English. The Norwegian programs are in the Norwegian website. So this is the English website I'm on. I'll leave the link below so you can go and check and see. And let's move on to NTNU, another popular university. Then we'll search for tuition fees. So this is also in categories. If you're in category A, you're going to do medicine. Bachelor's is 501,100 kroner per year, and master's is 521,300 kroner per year. So these are the categories. Let's see economics. For the masters, we have 197,000, bachelor's 189,000, and the undergraduates programs are around 160,800, and category F 136,000, blah blah blah. Okay, so this is NTNU. Which other university do we have? So the last one, I have to choose wisely. Let's see. I'm leaning towards Bergen. Sorry if I didn't choose your school or the school you really like. Just tell me if you want me to go to another school. I can do that for you. Let's see, tuition fees. The tuition fees for Bergen is over here, and let's see what they have. So I think these are the English programs. Fine arts, this is what you have to pay. Digital culture, this, English, French, German, all of that, 187, 400. Biomedicine, 25. This is the tuition fees you have to pay. Okay, so we've gone through 5 universities to see, and now you can see that you won't really know which university has the lowest tuition fees or which university has the highest tuition fees. So one thing you can do is, once you know the program you would want to study, if you want to do business administration, just open all the possible universities you can, search for their tuition fees, and then compare the one that has the lowest tuition fees. Because if we open Norwegian School of Economics now, for instance, they might have a higher tuition fees for business administration, whereas University of Oslo might have a lower tuition fees. So you should check. I think the bigger universities have lower tuition fees because they have different courses and they are able to. Don't forget that the goal of this tuition fees is to be able to raise funds that the government cuts from the budget. So the bigger universities are able to raise funds from different programs, but then the smaller universities that have smaller courses, especially in English, will really have to charge higher tuition fees to be able to make up for the huge budget cuts. So I suggest you go deep into this, do your research very well, and then you can be able to come up with like 3 possible schools you can apply to. You can apply to all of them. Application fee is free. You can apply for free. You don't have to pay for application fees like you do in the US or in Canada. So just give it a try and then you see the one that will source for you. I hope this was helpful. If you've watched this video to this point, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know how much you pay for tuition fees if you're already in Norway. And I think that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.